Okay, we're gonna go ahead and be taking a look at your build here for ReDeSync. I'm not sure if that's the actual game name or not, but let's go ahead and get into this. Yeah, sure. Okay, pretty cool looking avatar there. Right, click to start. Click it with the mouse, I'm guessing. Oh, there it goes. Alright, so there's credits, there's options, level select, game, credits button does not work. Options works, but it's off to the side of the, off to the side of the screen. Okay, you're gonna need to turn the camera, I think, a little that way. Unless, you want the character to be in the center of the, screen, then you're gonna have to, like, maybe go around it. Either on this side, maybe there's more room. Looks like it's on this side more than it is over here, so you may have more room putting the menu on the left side here. Oh, that was weird. Okay, the hitbox for that is a little odd. 'Cause you can click all the way up here and still be moving the music option. So, you're gonna have to look into that and see if you can fix that. Okay, and then, quit would probably just quit. Level select, you got the tutorial, the tunnel. So there's a tutorial, tunnel, and NA for that one, so I guess that's not made yet. Okay, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and start. Can I load a new game? Can go back. Level select, can go in here. Back, start new game. Alright, let's see what we have. Whoa. Okay. Usually games hide the cursor, so the cursor's showing, just unless that's needed. I don't hear any sound. Movement's interesting. You could jump. Or you could jump and walk in the air. Oh, what did it say? Keep a lookout on your right hand side for objectives. Some can be satisfied by collecting objects, passing through a certain point, or you can just ignore them altogether. Okay. I wonder what that block is walking around. It's sort of scaring me at the same time as making me curious. Okay. So, first off, collision's good. Right. I'm guessing this is going to be a third person experience from the looks of it. It's a really tiny car. How big am I? It seems like the houses are pretty big too. Am I supposed to be as tall as this car? It's like a van, truck kind of thing, and my head goes over it. The size proportions aren't a big issue. Okay. Am I supposed to platform? Is this a platform game? I'm not sure what I got myself into here. Can I jump on that? Reminds me of one of my airsoft fields that I go to. They have a build like this. Okay, well. Oh, In front of you, there's an enemy. Try to use invisibility. Press 1 on the keyboard and E to continue. Oh, it lost me? Oh, uh-oh. Okay, well, good thing I walk faster than the enemy. So if the character can walk faster than the enemy, it sort of gets rid of the point of the enemy. I'm sort of just leading it around, and then I got it stuck on a tree. So it's sort of an enemy that can't be messed with that easily. You can jump over these obstacles sometimes. Okay. I was able to jump there. Oh, something. Find objects that can move. Since this is a car, did they say we need to find the keys? Since this is a car, we have to find the keys in the depot. Okay. I'm not sure how we would get into the car to move it though, because we're too big. And I mean, you can argue that, you know, you could turn it on just by putting your arm in there, but I don't think we can even get up to the front. So, maybe just for the sake of that making more sense, turn the car around. Not a big issue, just a suggestion. Most of my stuff is suggestions. I don't know what I just picked up. Look for the scrap on the side path. Okay. Ooh. I don't know why I can go invisible though. Let's try using hack. Press 2 when you are close to the enemy. Hit E to continue. Okay. So I'm gonna press 2. Oh. It still hurt me, even though I stunned it. But okay. Head is another enemy. This time let's try to use arcane movement. Press 3 to crouch and go faster. I don't think that's crouch. I think that's shrink. Okay. Well. Oh, there's the key. Yes. E. And then I gotta get back past them. So I'm gonna go invisible. And then I'm gonna go faster because wow, they're real fast. I think they were hitting me without me being around them. I pressed 2. Okay, I'm about to die. I move the car. It's still chasing me. I'm gonna die. Well, I don't know if that was my fault or not. I feel like it was. So I guess there's certain enemies that each one works with. And I was just starting to panic and press everything, so I think that was more my fault. Well, so far so good. It works pretty well. I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to be doing though, and the camera sort of fights the arrow, or not the arrow keys. The camera sort of fights the WASD keys and the mouse. So I don't know if you want to see if you'd rather just have WASD to move the character with the camera, or just part the camera and the character differently. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like when I'm pressing things and looking around, the camera's fighting the movement. Okay. So this is the hack enemy. camera glitches in walls. I don't think that's supposed to happen, but it did. Oh, I want this. Want this. Pick it up. Okay. Yeah, the way the camera's following around things is very, very distracting. So you may want to put the camera closer to the character, or fix it to where the camera would be like, I mean, I think maybe smoother on its movement, because when you hit the wall, maybe you can go in slower instead of glitching through everything that you're looking around. Okay. So then, are we going back? Uh-oh. No, get out of here. This is the same spot that I died in. The sprint goes down real fast. Time for a melee tutorial. I sort of ran through that because I was trying to jump over this. I like that you get a break away from the enemies. That's a good thing. It says wait for more. More what? Wait for more. Let's see if I can jump out of the map. Oh. Alright. Well, I broke your game. So, things like that, you're going to want to put at least a clear barrier to keep people from going out into the outer edges of your game. People like to do that. Certain people will do that on purpose on like YouTube. I've seen people that literally break the game on purpose and then go run off to see unfinished things, or maybe they see those buildings over there and they're like, oh, that looks way cooler than this maze here. I'm gonna go over there. And for all they know, they may have missed important things for the game. Or maybe they're just going out into the nothingness. It looks like maybe I was supposed to be able to come over here, but after going through an obstacle at some point. Unless this is just for decoration. Yeah, it doesn't. This looks like it's really was just there for show. None of this stuff has collision, but I don't think that it's supposed to have collision anyway. Yeah, obviously this is not a playable area since it's supposed to be a playable area. This is just for show. But at this point, I've broken the game and came all the way out here to the untextured burnt buildings back here. I'm not sure exactly what wait for more means in objectives. It should, you know, explain more, I guess. Oh, all of a sudden my cursors are gone. Okay. Well, I guess scratch the cursor thing that I talked about earlier. I'm gonna come back over here to see if there's anything else to look at. Oh, is the sprint to toggle button? Okay. Also, make sure the person that's Playing the game knows. Oh, see, you can go through that too. Those should have a clear barrier block on them. Oh, control makes you go small, just like 3 does. I don't know if that's on purpose or on accident. Okay, 3 is like an ability. Oh, no collision in the Halo Jeep looking cars. And that has collision. So these cars out here in part of your map do not have collision. You can break out of multiple places. Well, I wouldn't say multiple. You can break out of the game in 2 places. I think I just found a 3rd place. Yeah, so I guess multiple places you can break out of the game. If I was good at platforming, I'm sure someone else is good at doing things like this. I'm not. I don't really care to do this. They spend most of their time trying to break games and get out into the outside to see what's out there, even though it's really just nothing. Yeah, and there it goes. So, definitely have someone walk around your map. Oh, no, there's my cursor. It was just on the other side of my screen. Okay, so, yeah, cursor stays on the screen. Get some collision spots. And here, too, I can jump out there. Get some, like, clear collision in which, the person cannot, you know, break the game. Oh. Now the recording's still going, so the game froze. Yeah. I'm not sure why, but I crashed standing on that little shack thing. Oh. That did not crash. My camera's being weird, though, because of my... okay. So, I cannot look... I can't look normal that much because my mouse is going between my 2 screens and the camera's colliding with every single piece of the room. I can't see anything in front of me. It won't let me. I guess that's the closest I'm gonna get to seeing. It's sort of like a top-down. I can't see anything in front of me, so I have no idea if there's an enemy there or not. Oh. This is pressing the collision. Not collision. This is pressing that was done pressing the control key. I think it's the control key. Yeah, it's control key on Windows. So, press the control key. Causes you to go tiny, so you can always be fast, it looks like. So, that needs to be fixed or patched if that's something you definitely don't want to be done. Because it looks like that would get rid of the purpose of having it for that one spot. So right now I'm just dealing with the camera freaking out. Definitely look into the camera and see why it's stuck like that. I haven't been able to get it to do anything, and right now I'm sort of turned it around because I can't see where I'm going. So that's nothing. I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to be doing down here. At this point I'm picking up things that I have no use for as far as I know. I'm just going further down as time goes on. And I'm still broken on the screen. And I just fell out of the map. Okay. So I don't know if that place is not an area that's supposed to be seen yet. Maybe it's still under development. Obviously, the whole game's under development, but uh, definitely need to take a look into the collision spots that I was able to jump out of the map with. Um, that one went straight through the wall, fell right out of the map. The mechanics for the enemies pretty cool. I like it. It has a lot of potential. The control key makes you small, which is the power up for 3, so there's no limit to using that one. You can be as small as you want for as long as you want. So you gotta take a look into that and see if. Oh, sorry, it is a little late for me. But you gotta take a look into that and see if you can change that around to where it's only 3, and disable the control key, not unless you're gonna be doing a regular crouch button. The control key can be totally disabled. I'm not sure how that works, but I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it. Just like you can assign certain keys with certain things to do. Some keys can just be not assigned and it won't do anything. So I'm completely out of the map. I don't know. At this point, I'm sort of just walking in the air. Nothing's happening. I'm pressing everything, and I disappeared. And whatever these are disappeared. Are those my? Oh, are those my power-ups that are disappearing? And I'm dying, and I'm dead. Right? Oh no, I'm down there now. Yeah, I am not sure what happened, but I'm sort of just. There goes the rest of my health abilities. I'm just pressing all the power-ups to see if I can break it, but I don't know if I can break any more of it. I don't think it's doing anything. Okay. Yeah, if you accidentally press too many power-ups, the power-ups break. If those green lights are the power-ups, then they are not working anymore. Out of what I can see. Because it says they're charged, and I'm pressing them and it's not doing anything. Okay, so definitely look into, yeah, the collision on your map, the barriers on your map on the edges, and to make sure that people don't go out into the scenery area around the playable area, causing it to become broken, or maybe you're working on a level or something that you're going to add into the game. Once you bring it out to maybe a game publisher or something, or put it on Steam, something like that. If someone breaks the game and you're working on something that you don't want to be seen yet, they have a possibility of accidentally showing it. Or doing it on purpose to show secrets that are stored in the side of the maps that you're working on right now. I'm not sure what the metal and batteries are for. That wasn't explained. I was just sort of picking up things. I didn't know that I needed a battery for anything. All I knew is that I needed a key, and the key turned on the car, which sort of drove away by itself instead of being put in the car. I mean, that's not a big issue. It's not very realistic, but I don't think this is a very realistic situation. It seems it's more tune-like, out of what I can feel from it. But you know, playability, it's playable. Just small things that have to be adjusted, and the glitching through the map. Like what I just did, the cursor being odd and not disappearing. Usually it locks it in the center of the screen. When you're using video game, it'll lock the cursor in the center of the in the center of the screen, and make it invisible. Um, and what was the last thing? Um, basically, you had some good pointers in there, and you had explanations about how to play the game, what was going on. That was all good. Uh, I'd suggest having the game pause, because they could bring up a message and they're reading it, and the monsters or the enemies are walking around or sneaking about, and while you're trying to read, then you get attacked and you die because you didn't read the whole thing fully before you had to close it. So that's something to think about when it comes to learning how to play the game. You don't want the enemies right on top of you when you're trying to explain controls. That could be explained a different way if you wanted to, unless you just really want to um, do it like that and just have it pop up in text. Hey, this is a robot that is blind or something, and then you choose um, the fast one because they can hear you, or uh, there's some kind of enemy that is a spider, a mechanical spider or something, and it will uh, try to break your character. Um, so then you hack it and you run. Maybe there's a point where you can hack them to destroy them. So there's just small things that you can think about and see if any of those fit your taste and what you're looking for. Um, this is obviously a little more toonish, so you don't have to take the suggestions for any realistic stuff like the car. It's totally fine that it moves by itself. It's fine that you know you don't have a big part in it in starting the car and moving it or something. Let's see. The health bar and the I couldn't tell what that other bar was. I could tell what that there was a health bar because um of the sorry, excuse me, the uh little enemy that was on top of me when I was trying to run away. Um and then those two bars I couldn't tell apart until I started getting hurt. So that may confuse your players. Maybe even having them in a better area instead of right on top of the character's head would be ideal. Something like a UI, or having the interface something like uh, how those green boxes are, but actually have like what these abilities are. Have um, maybe little icons that would mean hack and would mean faster or like shrink or crouch, however that was put. Um, I'm not sure how that would work out because I don't know. I am so sorry. I'm going to bed after this one. Um, I don't know how I would put that generally. I feel like maybe, um, maybe there's like a shrink ray in the robot or something, unless you're planning on doing a different character model later in the day, um, or later in the time of executing your exact character models, because it looks like you just had in place models. So if it's not gonna be a robot or whatever, then maybe it makes sense for that or for that creature or monster, whatever you're gonna be playing or having the people play. Um, yeah. So small things here and there, just suggestions, just things to rattle around in your mind. Um, Playability good, graphics they're good. I like the little burnt town in the background. It's far away enough that you can't really tell that it doesn't have a lot of detail, and that's good. Um, and again, it looked like a toony style, so I wasn't expecting anything extravagant, like big trees that are realistic or something, like a Red Dead Redemption kind of looking game. Um, okay, so that's it. I look forward to seeing what you have for the rest of this game. So far, so good. Um, just small things, small pointers to take a look at, and suggestions for uh, other things that could be a asset in your game. So good luck on the rest of your work.